we've got a fucking night trader and a fucking Timberland boat on.
I've got diabetes.
Hello everyone, I am back. In my last video, I promised that I would make a Q&A as a thanks to you guys for passing 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I never expected to gain this many subs so quickly. I appreciate it, thank you very much. I know you guys have many questions for me. So without further ado, I'll let valtroid take it from here.
Hi everyone, this is the dead YouTuber valtroid here. JPEG has gotten me to record his Q&A for this video because he's either too busy or too lazy to do it on his own. We'll start off with one of the most common questions. What HUD do you use and what hitsound/killsound do you use? I use bot HUD and I use custom hit/killsounds. Both can be found in the description of my videos. As for my earlier videos, the HUD in my High Tower trilogy is called Yui HUD, and the HUD in my Strange Encounter video is called Rev HUD. What config do you use? I use Mastercoms low preset. This can also be found in the description of my videos. Why does your scout reload look all weird? This is the result of the way I make videos. I use demos, which is a type of in-game recording system that doesn't reduce FPS. But the system has certain bugs, and one of those is like the weird looking reload animation that you can see in all my videos. With those out of the way, let's get to some more specific questions. What is your current favorite map on TF2? I don't really have a particular favorite map. I generally like Koth maps though. Do you ever do MVMs? Not very often, but when and if I do, it's usually just with friends or people I know. What made you decide you wanted to make videos? Did you do it out of boredom, for fun, wanting to get a little fame? You found it fun, and why do you still do so? I started because I noticed there were no active Scout YouTubers anymore, and because I thought I had a lot of good content that would go great in videos. I've mostly kept doing this because I found it fun, and because of the growth I've received on this channel. Are you planning on expanding your content variety to other games or different genres on YouTube? And if you are, what would that genre be and how would you do it? I don't plan on making any variety content. This channel is entirely based on my TF2 skills. If I do somehow end up getting really good at another game, then I might try and make content on it, but it's unlikely. Where does the name JPEG come from? Back when I got my first computer, I downloaded an image off the internet from somewhere to use as my background. I noticed that the file was called JPEG, and I thought it sounded cool, and I decided to add an underscore to it to make my own, and the name has stayed with me ever since. Will you collaborate with any other YouTubers? I would be more than happy to collaborate with any other YouTubers. Do you make any money from your comp matches? Extraordinarily little and extraordinarily rarely. Where do you see TF2's competitive scene in a year or more? Either 3 times smaller or 3 times larger than it is now. What is your favorite kind of music? My music taste is all over the place, but if I had to choose one genre, it would be old school hip hop. I find myself listening to this the most. Mr. Peg, what are your thoughts on competitive TF2 in general, and what can Valve do in general to promote and help it thrive? If we get some consistent support from Valve and a fat pool prize for HL and 6s, that would be a great start. If we can also get some brand sponsorships and some advertising, then I can see this game blowing up in popularity. Where do you live, JPEG? The United States. JPEG, are you single? Yes, I am. How do you usually warm up / practice your aim? I generally play a few pubs. However, I like to play Gunboat Soldier before I start playing Scout. It seems to work best for me. Do you have a for fun loadout? If so, then what is it? I find every loadout I use to be fun, but I guess the answer you're looking for is Soda Popper, Pistol, and the Atomizer. Did you think you would get this far on YouTube? And if your YouTube didn't take off, where would you be, or what would you be working on right now? I, like most, was not expecting to get this far. If all this didn't work out, I would still just play TF2, but without the same name recognition that I have now. Can you do a live commentary? Probably not. How did you get that good at TF2? Who and or what is your biggest inspiration? Does my imagination count? Why do you main Scout? He's my favorite class. Even when I was just starting out, I always gravitated towards him. And I still main him to this day, because he's my best class and he seems rather slept on in the casual community. How did you get into competitive TF2 and what kept you going? It was late 2018, I was playing on a Skyle Harvest server one night when a friend of mine, who had recently started playing on a UGC Steel team, needed a scout to sub in for their main player. He decided to ask me to sub in. I was super hesitant at first, but eventually I went along with it, and I ended up having a positive KD for the first time. The team I played for thought I was good enough to keep me as a substitute, and it went on from there. What is your height? I am... Do you play flank or pocket scout? I've played both flank and pocket scout. I'm definitely better at flank, but I love getting those heals. Do you enjoy casual or competitive TF2 more? I enjoy both equally. Do you play any other classes? And if so, which one do you enjoy the most? Other than scout, I mostly play soldier and sniper. How does it feel to be a god tier scout? Are you proud of yourself? Are your parents proud of you? Have you become scout IRL? I'm not sure what you're smoking, but okay. Do you play casual to practice, or do you MGE even though you aren't good at it? If you do MGE, do you only MGE friends or anyone? I play mostly casual, mostly for fun, but if I'm rusty, it's a good way to get back into it. I also usually tend to only MGE my teammates. How long have you been playing TF2 for? How long of that did you decide to make Scout? I started playing TF2 in late 2017, and I've been playing Scout since the beginning. If you were to change the Sixes meta, who would you replace and why? I would replace someone who wasn't the medic or demo with a sniper, since I think he has the greatest potential to do the best work out of all the classes. What encouraged you to play TF2? Why Scout? I was mostly encouraged out of boredom, and I really liked the idea of a character who was extra fast. Doesn't all this fame sort of frighten you a little bit? A little. When can I be released from this hellish prison? Also, MP4 appearance when? I shall never let you out of your containment, for as long as I have control over my mortal coil. Also, I don't know. What do you think the future of your channel is? Like, what do you want to do with it? Keeping this kind of content, or like bigger things? Hopefully I'll be able to collab with other creators in the future, and hopefully expand my audience wide enough to get more players invested in TF2. Which weapon do you think needs a buff, and which one do you think needs a nerf? Why? As it stands right now, the Spy's Diamondback is a bit OP. I don't think it's OP by itself, but the problem is that it outshines the other revolvers too much. I think either the Ambi needs a buff or the Diamondback needs a nerf, but I don't think it's my place to say which weapon needs what. What was your reaction when you saw your first popular video? Which do you think is better, minimized view models or normal when it comes to aiming with Scout? When it comes to Scout or hit scan classes in general, I think having no view model at all is generally the best, but having a minimized view model is the next best option. Who designed your logo? I designed my own icon. What is your favorite class from gameplay and not from your skill with him, and how much time do you have on that specific class? Besides Scout, I enjoy playing Sniper, even with my sensitivity. I have around 100-ish hours on that class. If you could change one thing in TF2, only one thing, be it a weapon, a class, a mechanic, etc., what would it be? Just remove random crits from pubs. Please. Do you have simps? What's your PC specs? I have a Ryzen 7 2700, GTX 1070, and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM and a 500 gigabyte SSD. Which class, in the hands of a good player, would you say poses more challenge for you to fight against? Probably Sniper or Pyro. What are your favorite games you played? TF2, obviously. and then after that, Minecraft and Far Cry 4. Do you think you'll ever get a server? Not anytime soon. I don't have the staff to run it and moderate it, and I don't have the time to play on it, and I don't have the money to rent one in the first place. If I manage to get big enough, however, I could get one in the future. Will you make tutorial videos or weapon reviews? Again, not anytime soon, but sometime later next year I plan to make a scout tutorial. Where are you from? I'm from India, as you can tell from my Indian accent. Sorry, you don't have to put that in.
How about I do anyway?
When will you do a face reveal? Either at 50k subs or 100k subs. I haven't decided yet. What sensitivity do you use? I use 10 in-game with 1000 DPI on my mouse, so that's about 1.6 inches per 360. Do you like JPEG image files? Of course. Want to play Among Us? No thank you. How many times do you shower a day? Once per day. What is your favorite color? Don't really have a favorite color. I like black, white, gray, blue, teal, and purple. Favorite movie? Baby Driver. Have you ever played Medal of Honor? I have not. When did you first start playing TF2, and do you think the game will die out because of its age? I started playing TF2 around late 2017. I don't think it will die of old age. I can't really say what will happen to the game in the future, but if it does die, I don't think it's going to be age that kills it. I like trains. Do you? JPEG. I like trains, I do. Do you feel frustrated by the haters or just simply ignore them? I find them very, very funny. Do you hate pyro? Not necessarily, but a little bit. Are you real? Yes. Are you real? Maybe. Alright, well that's all the questions we have. Again, this is dead YouTuber Valtroid signing off. JPEG, narrate your own video next time.